Hi everyone. One of the biggest things I've been thinking about lately is the difference between the food that God has given us, which is whole, nourishing, real ingredients, and what the world often pushes on us, which is processed, artificial, fast, and empty. Cooking at home has become a way for me to slow down, care for my body and my family. So in this video, I'm sharing what I ate this week, which is with homemade meals, with a focus on that message. I started off the week making homemade banana bread muffins, gluten-free as well. Later this week, I made some homemade hamburgers. This was actually the first time I've made hamburgers. I seasoned the patties myself and smashed them down in a hot skillet to get those crispy edges. For the sauce, I made a quick mix of ketchup, mayo, and hot sauce. Super flavorful and easy. When we cook at home, we control what goes into our bodies. It's not about restriction, it's about freedom. Freedom to choose quality, to nourish our bodies, and to give thanks for every bite. Making these homemade meals reminds me of how satisfying it is to make something hearty and good with your own hands. One night, I made gluten-free pasta with tomato sauce. This tomato sauce was from the can, but to spice it up, I added lots of garlic and fresh herbs. I let it simmer together until it smelled amazing. I topped it up with freshly grated Parmesan cheese and served it warm. God didn't give us fast food or drive-through. He gave us herbs, grains, and hands to prepare them. Later in the week, I decided to cook up some pasta using shrimp. This time, I decided to use fettuccine noodles. To make this pasta extra flavorful, I always use lots of garlic and seasonings and butter. Cooking like this is such a gift. It makes me slow down, connect with what I'm making, and appreciate the ingredients. This meal felt rich but balanced. It's way better than anything I could have grabbed on the go. It's a reminder that eating well doesn't have to be complicated. My secret ingredient in every pasta is using a squeeze of lemon. This meal was packed with lots of protein and simple ingredients. I used some fresh basil I had from my plant and topped it off with Parmesan cheese and a drizzle of balsamic vinegar. Every meal I make, I love to include lots of protein and as much vegetables as I can. I started cooking my onions, chopped up my tomatoes, and threw in my ground beef. I got this ground beef from Aldi. I usually get it from Costco. I browned the beef with seasoning, added cheese, and wrapped them up hot. I get these fresh tortillas from Costco. This was pure comfort food, but still homemade and full of real ingredients. No plastic cheese, no mystery meat. When we choose to cook instead of grabbing processed meals, we honor our bodies and we honor the food that God has provided us with. This was a meal of leftover rice and just some green beans I had on the side. One evening, I made a really late dinner. I baked some chicken thighs, seasoned them, and let them roast until the skin got golden and crispy. It was too late to eat dinner, so I packed it all up for the next day. This will forever be my favorite way to cook bacon, in the oven. I no longer cook it on the stove. It splashes everywhere and grease goes everywhere. I made a quick bacon and chicken breakfast burrito. I love adding hot sauce and ranch to everything. For dessert, I made another batch of banana bread, this time as a loaf. I decided to use a new recipe and it will be my favorite recipe forever. I used oat flour and almond flour, and the secret ingredient in this banana bread was using sour cream. It turned out super moist, warm, and soft, and slightly sweet. My favorite way to eat banana bread is having it warm with a little slice of butter on top. To end the week, I made a drink called compote. It's a fruit drink made by simmering frozen fruit. I even tossed in some old popsicles that I needed to use up. It came out sweet, tart, and super refreshing. It's a reminder to waste less and to get creative with what we already have. That's all I cooked and ate in a week. Always remember to be thankful and grateful for everything you have, and that God will always provide a way.